We are going to get going here. Thank you for being here tonight, and to start off, we will turn it over to our senior class president, Jasmine Major.
At this time, we ask those who are able to stand for the presentation of colors by the Royal Palm Beach High School Navy JROTC under the direction of Chief Sergio Sandoval, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
Hold on. Okay. Turn. Carry. Colors. Ready? Cut. Forward. March.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Carry. Colors. Ready? Cut. Left hand. March.
You may be seated. Thank you very much. Oh, man, it's good to see live people, not a bunch of squares on the TV, right? This is good. This is exciting. This is, for me and really for our staff, this is really the second biggest night of the year. Obviously, tomorrow night, graduation is the biggest night, but we are so excited always for our senior awards night. It's a chance for us to celebrate our students who, for the last 4 years, have given us their best. And I'm grateful to them, and I appreciate them for all their hard work and for getting here tonight. So it really is just a great night for us, and the fact that we can at least have it live at this point, that's outstanding. So just a little bit of housekeeping here. We're going to be calling the kids up a lot. That's why we have them closer to the stage. Normally we wouldn't mind them, kind of sitting with you, but although really they'd rather sit with their friends anyway, parents, and you know that, right? So students, when your name is called, you'll come up house right through there. All the way across, you'll stop here, give me a fist bump on the way by, get whatever it is that you're getting, and then I'll stay house left, okay? All right, well, let's get going. What we do is we start out with our academic awards. All of the academic awards are selected by the faculty and leadership team, instructional leadership team. We'll begin with our academies, beginning with our Global Business Academy Award, which will be presented by Ms. Allison Duncan. Ms. Allison Duncan is the lead teacher in our Global Business Academy. Ms. Duncan is in her second full year as a Royal Palm Beach High School teacher. Before joining the Wildcat staff, Ms. Duncan worked in sports marketing for 8 years, managing partnerships with the NCAA and NBA for major brands including Nissan, LG Electronics, and Kia. Ms. Duncan has a Bachelor of Science degree from Florida State University, having double majored in marketing and sports management. Please welcome Ms. Allison Duncan. My bad. See, this is great leadership on my part. I forgot to tell the faculty that they're going to go from there, and I'm going to go from here, right? We're used to doing that on one podium, but, COVID just turned us all around.
Hi. Okay.
Global Business Academy Award is Miss Esmeralda Morales. In January of 2020. She was one of the first students to welcome me with open arms. We had a field trip for the DECA competition within my first 2 weeks of starting, and Esmeralda volunteered to come and help without hesitation. Her presence in the program in DECA paved the way for her to become the DECA president this year. Even though we didn't have a traditional DECA year, she remained dedicated to her position and was pivotal in her role in helping us achieve Thrive level. Esme is passionate, loyal, and committed to her family, friends, faith, and studies. I've enjoyed all of our random fifth period conversations when she would always humor me during my random chats. I will miss finding out what's for lunch every day. She's off to college next year where I know she will continue to shine and do great things. Best of luck, my friend, and I miss you all.
I always remind Ms. Duncan that 2 majors at Florida State just equals 1 at the University of Miami. Yeah, just as a reminder. Our HVAC award presented by Mr. Patrick Rainey. Mr. Patrick Rainey is the HVAC teacher and the first robotics mentor at Royal Palm Beach High School. Mr. Rainey attended Ferris State University for HVAC and has been in the HVACR industry since 1988. Mr. Rainey and his students have now completed 9 houses for Habitat for Humanity, where they did all the air conditioning work. The lead teacher in Royal Palm Beach High School's HVAC Academy for all 14 years of his teaching career, Mr. Rainey has become the foremost expert in teaching the HVAC curriculum in South Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not hyperbole. He is the foremost expert in teaching HVAC in all of South Florida. Mr. Rainey has worked with several other school districts helping develop their HVAC programs, and is currently working with several businesses, including Carrier, ECM, and FP&L, to further not only our academy, but also all HVAC programs across the state. Please welcome Mr. Patrick Rainey.
Thank you. I'm good. I think I had my shot in 52 states. But anyway, I'm here tonight. You know, first of all, I want to honor something, and that is Royal Palm Beach High School. Royal Palm Beach High School is so special that I wish I could tell everyone in our community every day of how great this place is. You know, between staff, students, I would say in the district, we're number 1. And tonight, though, we're here to recognize a student who I seen as a freshman come in, and it was different. The freshman came in, and his goal was immediately to do the trade. Now, you'd think that would be, you'd see that all the time, but you know, sometimes it takes a couple of years to see that grow. This one was special because it was right out of the gate. He kept up all his classes, ends up in the top 10, I seen in here, % of the class at Royal Palm Beach High, and I probably held him back from getting 5 because I was pushing the dreams of taking care of everybody in town. And, you know, and he had a vision of what he wanted to do. And to see those type of visions, and it's really good because I get to see it for 4 years. Some teachers don't have that privilege. They only get you for 1, but I get it for 4. So I get to watch it grow. And I watched him mentor students along the way who are out working because they worked with him. So they followed that footstep as well. He was the first one to go to work while we're still in school. We came back through all that mess that we went through this year, and we got a phone call, and he went down and applied, and they hired him on the spot. And he's been working every day, since we've been in school. And his dream is to continue on his education in this, but he wants to go even further, which I didn't know I could ever lead anyone this far, but to be a mechanical engineer in the trade. So, Albert, if you're here, can you come up and join me?
Well, we're hoping that he's watching, because I got so excited with live. Well, we are simulcasting this on YouTube, and so I'm hoping he's watching.
I hope so too. And if not, come see me. I got something for you.
I'm so disappointed in Mr. Rainey that he has a ponytail now, because I used to love to make fun of the mullet, but it's a ponytail now, so I can't even make fun of the mullet anymore, Mr. Rainey. Thank you. Our International Baccalaureate Diploma Program Award will be presented by Mr. Dan DeCursio. Mr. DeCursio has been teaching for a total of 12 years, 10 of them here at Royal Palm Beach High School. Mr. DeCursio currently serves as the school's IB coordinator and is the Interact Club sponsor. Mr. DeCursio has a bachelor's degree in economics and holy cow, he's got a bachelor's degree in economics and a bachelor's degree in education, both from Atlantic Universities. He's got two majors out of Florida Atlantic. He also has a master's in educational leadership from the American College of Education. He is a Royal Palm Beach High School National Honor Society Honorary Award winner. Please welcome Mr. Dan DeCursio.
So tonight I'm here to present the International Baccalaureate Award. For those of you that are unaware, the International Baccalaureate, or IB program here at Royal Palm Beach High School, is designed to prepare students for academic success beyond high school, to get them prepared for any walk of life. In addition to that, it's also got a very global, international-minded scope to give students the tools necessary to be an active participant in this global society. The International Baccalaureate program here is by far the most rigorous and academic program that we offer. The students that go through this program successfully endure 4 hard years of long, grueling work, right? Tight deadlines, and it's just an unending amount of stress and pain, but they've done it, and they've got it, all right? It is worth it on the back end. Now, in addition to the hard work and the deadlines, the IB also tries to instill character traits, right? It's one of the underlying principles of the program, getting students to be global-minded thinkers, getting students to be knowledgeable, to be, risk takers, and all the things that they do. And the student that is getting this award tonight, I think embodies all of these qualities of the IB. So it is my great honor to announce tonight's IB Academic Award winner, and that goes to Jasmine Major.
Our medical sciences has several different tracks. We'll begin with our main track presented by Ms. Catherine Tarantino. Ms. Tarantino has been teaching for 8 years, 4 of which have been here at Royal Palm Beach High School. Before becoming a teacher, Ms. Tarantino, who has a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing from South University, was a registered nurse for 16 years. Ms. Tarantino's nursing jobs included the first with Children's Medical Service, where she served pediatric special needs children, in the healthcare district of Palm Beach County as a school nurse. Please welcome Ms. Catherine Tarantino.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, good. Welcome, parents, students. We are all so glad to finally be here tonight. Okay, I'm going to start off just by saying one word. Outstanding. Outstanding is defined by superior, excellent, distinguished, prominent, remarkable, and striking. So when trying to decide on our outstanding medical student in the nursing program, other faculty and I had a very difficult decision. While there were so many of our students that fell into this category, we decided there was one student who held steady and maintained the course throughout her 4 years in the academy. Even through the most challenging 16 months that all of us, both teachers and students alike, have ever faced, she stayed dedicated and focused. She is graduating 17th out of 575 students. She is walking across the stage with not only her high school diploma, but with the following certifications. Certified electrocardiographer, certified medical assistant administrator, certified nursing assistant, certified patient care technician, as well as a certified pharmacy technician. All these while achieving a cumulative weighted GPA of 4.9. She has stated that she will use her certifications to help pay for her master's degree. Although she was accepted in the nursing program at the University of Miami, she has chosen to pursue her nursing degree at FAU. I ask everyone to help me congratulate our 2021 Medical Academy Nursing Student of the Year, Erin McClellan.
All right, thank you. Congratulations, Aaron. So two of the other tracks that we have in our Medical Sciences Academy are exercise science and pharmaceutical. Both of those will be presented by Ms. Angie Nelson. In her 5th year at Royal Palm Beach High School and her 8th year teaching overall, Ms. Angie Nelson is the school's sports medicine teacher, the sponsor for HOSA, and the National Technical Honor Society. Ms. Nelson, who has a Bachelor of Arts degree in Biology and Health and Physical Education from Muskingum College, has been a National Athletic Trainer Association Board of Certification, certified athletic trainer for 21 years, and is a National Academy of Sports Medicine certified personal trainer and an emergency medical responder. Please welcome Ms. Angie Nelson.
Pharmacy technician also.
What did I say?
Pharmacy technician also.
And pharmacy technician? I ran out of room on my sheet of paper here. I'll try.
I'll forgive you. Thank you, Dr. Armis. Thank you, parents and students, for coming. I think I follow everyone else is saying it's so great to see some faces and hear people. I don't have to push mute or hit my microphone button, so thank you for coming out. We have 2 awards. The first one is the Exercise Science Perseverance Award, and the Exercise Science course at the Medical Academy is rigorous. The students that select that course their senior year take the National Academy of Sports Medicine Certified Personal Trainer exam. The exam has a less than 50% passing rate on the first attempt nationally, and only a 70% passing rate after multiple attempts. Perseverance is not giving up. It is persistence and tenacity, the effort required to do something and keep doing it until the end, even if it's hard. The Perseverance Award recipient was confident and motivated to take on 2 senior-level medical classes. And although she actually discussed trying to drop Pharm Tech early in the year, Talia Mejia persevered, not just in my class, but in everything she set out to accomplish. I was fortunate to really get to know her this year, despite her being virtual, because we were together for 5
So students, she was with me for period 2, period 4, and period 6. So we spent a lot of time together. I could count on Talia to be truly present and engaged in the Google Meet, staying visible on camera for all 5 hours. When class was hard and finding the motivation to study was a struggle, she put forth the effort required to pass her Pharm Tech exam on the first attempt. When her exercise science testing date had to be rescheduled due to a remote testing technical difficulty, she didn't give up. She got it rescheduled and was able to take her exam, which I am confident she passed. Talia finishes her high school career in the top 8% of her class with a 4.39 weighted GPA. While in the medical academy, she earned the following healthcare industry certifications: Certified Electrocardiograph Technician, Certified Medical Assistant Administrator, and Certified Pharmacy Technician. In her spare time, if you can believe she has some, she organizes beach cleanups and volunteers at Big Dog Ranch Rescue. She plans to continue her education in environmental science, and I know for certain she will make the world a healthier and better place. Talia, are you here? Yay!
She coming, right? I can't see, they got these lights on, I can't see. Ms. Nelson, I can't get anybody to want to spend 5 hours a day with me. I don't understand it. I know it's crazy.
And she also came back to school the 4th quarter so that she can meet her teachers in person. So. My second award is the Pharmacy Technician Commitment Award. Commitment is an agreement or pledge to do something in the future. Pharmacy technology was a new course for Royal Palm this year, and knowing students wouldn't be able to get hands-on experience in the clinical setting due to COVID made it seem even more daunting to ensure that they would pass this exam. When I met this quiet, reserved young man as a freshman, in his signature khakis and polo, I knew he meant business. He told me then that he wanted to be a pharmacist, and he looked very much the part. I remembered that conversation when we were adding Pharm Tech, so I wasn't at all surprised to see Evans Lorenz on my roster. Even in this uncertain, formidable year, he has remained committed to his academic studies and that goal of becoming a pharmacist. He also graduates with the following healthcare industry certifications: Certified Electrocardiograph Technician, Certified Medical Assistant Administrator, Certified Pharmacy Technician. He has a 4.5 weighted GPA and will graduate with scholar designation. He will be attending Palm Beach Atlantic University in the fall to study pre-pharmacy. It has been an honor to know and teach you, Evans, and I look forward to seeing you behind the pharmacy counter someday. Evans? Yeah.
Next is our Navy JROTC award presented by Chief Sergio Sandoval. Chief Master at Arms Sergio Sandoval is a native of South Florida. Chief Sandoval enlisted in the United States Navy at Delray Beach Recruiting Station in 1993 after graduating from Santa Lucia's High School. He completed multiple ship deployments and joint service combat tours as a K-9 officer before retiring from active duty in 2018 after 24 years of service to our country. While on active duty, Chief Sandoval earned his Golden Spurs for excellence in combat during enemy contact. That's the Golden Spurs for excellence in combat during enemy contact. Chief Sandoval is a graduate of the University of Maryland with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and is currently on track to complete his master's degree in cybersecurity this spring. Please welcome Chief Sergio Sandoval.
Good evening, Dr. Armas, staff, parents, guests, and of course, graduates. I want to thank you for the warm welcome to the school. I am so looking forward to joining you next year. That being said, 24 years in the service, Dr. Armas has taught me how to be considerate of everybody's time. So I have shortened my speech to only 25 minutes.
Thank you.
I have to get them in order.
Bet your mine's still longer. Never mind.
Can't tell you what an honor it is to be standing up here before you to recognize this year's top cadet. Every year, the Navy ROTC program selects one cadet amongst all the outstanding cadets as a top cadet. Each cadet, the top cadet, demonstrates the highest overall scholastic standing, exceptional military aptitude, exemplary uniform appearance, conduct, but above all, the unmatched dedication to the JROTC program puts this cadet over the top. Without further ado, this year's distinguished cadet goes to Cadet Lieutenant Commander Aura Ortiz.
To just take this second here to just, as you know, we had needed a change in our staff in ROTC. Chief Sandoval stepped up. He was at Boca Raton High School, volunteered his time to come here, and he will continue with our program in the future. And we know that the program is going to go in a great, great direction. So I'm very grateful to him for having saved this year for our students. Our STEM Academy has two tracks. The first is game design. That award will be presented by Mr. Rudy Goran. Mr. Rudy Goran holds a bachelor's degree in theoretical mathematics from Stony Brook University on Long Island. Mr. Goran, who has over 23 years of experience in the IT industry for Fortune 500 companies, has taught for 17 years, all at Royal Palm Beach High School. Mr. Goran.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everybody. As I stood in the back listening to Ms. Tarantino, she started out with the word outstanding. I've heard a few other adjectives from people after that. But I'm sure we can all agree that one after another, everybody that's ascended to the stage this evening has one thing in common, and that's another adjective, impressive. So, should we add scary good to that description? The young man I have the honor to tell you a bit about tonight is no exception. He is indeed impressive, outstanding, and by any measure, scary good. There's a saying that circulates around Texas. It says, big hat, no cattle. And I believe that describes folks that talk a good game, but don't really have any game to back it up. Well, truly talented and impressive people They've got game. They don't need to do that. They just smile and let their deeds speak for themselves. One of the first things that stood out to me when I first met this young man was his smile, believe it or not. Wait until you see it. It just lights up a room. It really does. Honest to goodness. For 4 years now, well, 3, thanks COVID, I can't remember a single instance when this student didn't walk into my lab with that huge smile on his face. How are you, Mr. G? I mean, come on. Who's that happy and positive all the time, huh? He comes in beaming, sits down and gets to work. Rarely did he ever even have to ask for any help. But even on those rare instances, when he did ask for help, he would politely thank me for it. Thank me. I mean, forget that that's what I'm here for. That's my job, is to guide and help and teach. This young man's character, though, shines through with everything he does and his smile in everything else that he says. He's a favorite of his peers, and yes, he would participate in some playful teasing from time to time. But even then, he teased his peers lightheartedly and with class. No one ever walked away scarred or wounded, and he proved he could take it as well as he could dish it out. And to his work, his deliverables, flawless. Well thought out, logical, intuitive, outstanding, impressive. Usually right on the money, and often above and beyond whatever it was I asked for. He'd slay every assignment and would often improve upon it. So who is this quiet giant among men? The one with the big smile, the big character, and the big work ethic? James Minns doesn't need a big hat. He certainly earned one, though. So it's been an honor and a pleasure, James. And now it's with great pleasure I introduce to you this outstanding senior, Mr. James Minns.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Our second track in STEM Academy is engineering. This award will be presented by Mr. Robert Krasnicki. Mr. Krasnicki is a sponsor and lead mentor for FIRST Robotics and SECME at Royal Palm Beach High School. He holds a bachelor's in civil engineering from the University of South Florida. Mr. Krasnicki has taught for 7 years, 6 here at Royal Palm Beach High School. Prior to teaching, he worked as a project engineer in the oil and gas industry for Marathon Petroleum Company and for Florida Power and Light Company. Mr. Krasnicki is a member of the American Society of Civil Engineers and Tau Beta Pi, the Engineering Honor Society. Please welcome Mr. Rob Krasnicki.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I dare not mess with this microphone and ruin it for everybody else. I saw that Mr. Booth wasn't coming up after me. So, the senior award tonight is the young man I selected. His name's William Gully. And when I first met him in 9th grade, I've had the honor to teach him all 4 years through the academy. I knew there was something different about him. I could tell that he was one of the top 1%. And he dove right into engineering. We started getting involved with FAU down in Boca Raton, and they started a robot and drone league. And William Gully, he was there for every single meeting and every single function. And he reminded me of myself. He has what it takes to be an engineer. You know, I would like for my students to listen to my instruction and follow along with exactly what I say to do, but that's not what engineering is. William has his own mind, his own ideas, his own thoughts, and he was able to lead our team to 2 first-place victories through the FAU Robotic and Drone League. He also has been heavily involved in FIRST Robotics, which is a global robotics competition and organization. All 4 years, he dove right in. And he told me his sophomore year, he wanted to be vice president in his junior year, which they did make him. And his senior year, he is the president of robotics. Unfortunately, the pandemic cut our season short this year, but it was such an honor to see this young man, you know, really become a leader, because he has leadership qualities in him, and he got everybody on the same page and was able to build very complicated machines. When it's all said and done, some of the robots we create cost about $10,000 to make, and there's programming involved, and it's college level programming, and William was able to figure it out. He's very mechanically inclined. In fact, he just told me he sold his newer Challenger, Dodge Challenger, to buy an old Mustang because he loves working on cars so much. And he's on track to go to UCF right now. He has a 4.1 weighted GPA, and he's pursuing a degree in mechanical engineering. And I know he's going to do big things in the world. Come on up here, William.
That's the last of our Academy's awards. At this point, we'll begin with our subject areas. First with the arts, and we'll begin with the visual arts. And 2D visual arts will be presented by Ms. Amira Youssef. Ms. Youssef is Royal Palm Beach High School's 2D art teacher. Ms. Youssef has been teaching for 15 years and 5 here at Royal Palm Beach High School. Ms. Youssef earned her bachelor's degree in fine arts and art education from Helwan University in Cairo, Egypt. Please welcome Ms. Amira Youssef.
When I asked Ms. Fonseca to translate my speech tonight for the 2D Art Award, she said I would do anything for my student. And when I asked my student earlier, who's the most influential person who's the most person who influenced you, she said Ms. Fonseca is like a second mother to me. So, come on, Ms. Fonseca.
Buenas noches. Me siento honrada de presentar hoy un talento único, una estudiante que usó sus habilidades artísticas como un idioma universal para comunicar sus sentimientos. Como inmigrante sin antecedentes de inglés, se mudó de Cuba durante su primer año. Tuve la suerte de enseñarle cada año de su escuela secundaria. Trabajó muy duro para ganarse el aprecio de sus maestros y amigos. La palabra derrota no está en su diccionario. En 2019 ganó un premio de la Organización de Mujeres en las Artes Visuales por su obra de arte Para Siempre en Paz. En esta obra de arte describió la lucha de las barreras del idioma que algunos estudiantes pueden sentir como nuevos inmigrantes. Yo misma, ella dice, me relaciono con esta obra de arte. En 2020 ganó una llave de oro en el concurso regional de arte y escritura escolar por todo su portafolio de arte. Su sueño es comenzar un proyecto, lo llamó el proyecto Umbrella, donde los artistas utilizan materiales reciclados para crear obras de arte para recaudar fondos para ayudar al medio ambiente. Asistirá a la Universidad de Florida y quiere estudiar arquitectura.
The 2D Art Award to Lena Carbo.
all those artists. So we'll also have later on the ESOL Award. And I always remind people, especially those people who have never had to go through a situation where you go into a different country, especially during your high school days. Right? If you go in kindergarten, and my parents came to the United States from Cuba as political refugees back in '61, and I was born here though. I went to kindergarten not knowing English because we only spoke Spanish at home, but still it was kindergarten. And it's a little easier. But for a high school student to have to come in and manage the complexities of high schools, period, right, plus the grade, plus the academics, plus the language, it's very difficult. And as in our ESOL Award a little bit later on, Lena came to us as a sophomore and has just been outstanding in every way. And that takes so much effort. And so we really, really want to congratulate her for that. Okay, so I'm not real sure now. Is Ms. Joseph there? Oh, she is. Okay, good. Threw a curveball at me. Our visual arts for 3D is presented by Ms. Melissa Joseph. Ms. Joseph is a visual arts teacher, department chair for fine arts at Royal Palm Beach High School, teaching all three-dimensional art classes, as well as IB visual arts. She holds a bachelor's degree in fine arts, focusing in painting from Florida Atlantic University. Ms. Joseph has taught at Royal Palm Beach High School for 5 years. And please welcome Ms. Melissa Joseph.
Okay, you guys, so I am here to present the 3D Art Awards, and the student I'm presenting this to, I remember when she joined my ceramics 1 class. She used to sit at the blue table, and I nicknamed her Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy because of her happy demeanor at all times. I've had her as a student ever since. And although she's known as our award-winning photography student, some of those awards include multiple gold keys in our regional scholastic art and writing competition, a national silverware medal for the Nationals art and writing competition, with fuzz competition, I'm sorry, I'm nervous. Women in Visual Arts competition, she won the top prize and the top scholarship within that. And also she is she is an IB diploma candidate at this school. She started her art career in the arts with ceramics, with clay, and she was an outstanding art student in that medium as well as all other mediums she touched. It has been a joy to have her in my class for the last 4 years. Can we all congratulate Cassidy Dunn?
So the reason why I asked if Ms. Joseph was here, because Ms. Joseph actually had a prior commitment and she was trying really hard to move it around so she could be here tonight. So it's a sacrifice on her part, but I know she wanted to be here to present this to Cassidy, so thank you, Ms. Joseph, also. Now for our performing arts, first band presented by Mr. Benjamin Eubank. Mr. Eubank is the band director and department chair for the Performing Arts Department at Royal Palm Beach High School. He holds 2 bachelor's degrees, a bachelor's in music education and a bachelor's in music performance from Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Mr. Eubank has taught for 8 years all at Royal Palm Beach High School. He is the principal flute of the Palm Beach State Band, brother of Kappa Kappa Psi National Honorary Band Fraternity, spring of 2008 initiative, summer faculty member at FAMU Band Camp, and a mentor teacher for the Florida Bandmaster Association, District 14. Please welcome Mr. Benjamin Eubank.
performer. I'm used to being in the middle. I'm like, I don't melt like Dr. Arms under these lights. In fact, it energizes me, as you can see. Just taking a few steps is already getting me going. Anyway, this evening I'm here to present the band award, and I have really been thinking about what I wanted to say about the student who I'm presenting this award to. Most of my faculty members know I'm usually known for cheers and dramatics, so I'm gonna, keep those real brief this evening, real brief. Yeah, I'm already feeling it. The student that I'm presenting the award to this evening has not just been a musician. To get this award, you can be an average musician, but you have to do other things. You can't just play your instrument. You have to be willing to teach. You have to be willing to do with me on a daily basis. As a performer, I don't like to say I'm temperamental, but I like things the way I wanted them. The first time, not the second or third, the first time. And this student really reminds me not of myself as when I was in high school, as I previously thought about the other winners who got this award, but more so as me in my advanced years, being a graduate student now, and this student takes that next level. So the people that are coming after this person honestly have a lot more to live up to. This is what makes this student special. It wasn't just doing the average thing, memorizing my music for marching band, being on time for rehearsal, staying late, setting up chairs, helping out the rest of his section, winning numerous awards for solo ensemble, whether it be just for his solo performances or his small groups, or going to MPA with us and standing and playing solos from memory. It also took the time to build his craft on the basics. You must be able to play your scales, but he can tell you why I learned my scales. Oh, I used it here, I used it here, I used it here. He said, oh, I cleaned my instrument. You know why? Because I don't want it to break down at performance. This happened 5 times now, so why don't I take it upon myself to do that? And then check up the time the other people who I have to work with. Did you clean your instrument? Did you clean your instrument? Did you clean your instrument? Mr. Eubank's gonna come over and ask me, did you clean your instrument? These little things, it's the little things. We as adults know that the little things lead to big things, and when the little things break down, your whole house falls apart. The award winner tonight has made sure that the band's house has not fallen apart. So, before I get overly emotional, I'd like to announce Jason Patrick Kelly as the and I'll also be presenting his chord this evening, so you can give him a round of applause.
Because half the fun is in overdoing it, Mr. Eubank will be presenting the dance award also. Mr. Eubank. But these will be easy. Unfortunately, our dance teacher is not present this evening due to some family issues. I'll just say, please pray for her husband. I will be presenting her award. Let me pull up. I had to, get all this. I'm not good with the technology. Thank you, Jason. Another reason I'm gonna miss him. He would have had it up on the screen for me. But I have it written. Hold on one second. Winning the dance award this evening will be Miss Aliana Michelle. Just getting up on stage. Are you done, or are you coming back up again? Just get back to the microphone. What is it now? It's chorus?
Yes, I'll also
Mr. Eubank is our performing arts chair, and so unfortunately he's covering for everybody tonight. So thank you, Mr. Eubank.
I'm not covering for everyone. There's someone here.
Oh no, okay. I'm sorry. Just go.
See, this is why they don't like to give me the mic. I get up here, I feel at home. Chuck, can I just take a stroke? I won't do that. Anyway, so This evening, I will also be presenting the Chorus Award. Ms. Jennifer Sutton would like me to say a few things before I present the award. To the winner, she wishes you all the best in life. She says it was extremely hard for her to choose the student for this year. This student has stuck with her through 4 years, and she is very proud of you, and she wishes she could be here this evening, but she entrusted me to present the award, and the Chorus Award will be presented to Ms. Felicia Abrams. Now I shall take my leave.
Thank you, Mr. Eubank. The next award will be the Drama Award presented by Ms. Kayla Smith. Ms. Smith is the International Thespian Society and Drama Club Advisor at Royal Palm Beach High School. She has a Bachelor of Fine Arts with a minor in English from Florida Atlantic University. Ms. Smith has taught for 5 years, all at Royal Palm Beach High School. Before teaching, Ms. Smith was a working actress. A few of her credits include starring as Beatrice in Shakespeare's Miami's production of Much Ado About Nothing and playing Mother in a TV commercial for a new product called Sunscreen On, which you may have seen on Shark Tank. Thanks to Ms. Smith, our Royal Palm Beach High School students have received multiple awards and scholarships for their Shakespearean and contemporary performances. Please welcome Ms. Kayla Smith.
Selecting this year's recipient of the Senior Drama Award has been very difficult because I have been so lucky to have a group of senior officers who were in charge of the Drama Club and Thespian Society and helped it thrive even when across the nation's theaters were dark this year. They led with so much dedication and love, and I'm going to miss them so much. But they all deserve an award. However, among them, one student stands out the most. She embodies what it means to be a true thespian, not just a performer, but a well-rounded theater artist. During her time during the time I have known her, she has grown so much in ownership and the confidence in who she is and in her theatrical skill. I first met her as a sophomore in my Theater 1 class, where she was known for drinking a lot of coffee every single day, and for her extraordinary scene work with a very quirky character that she was assigned. Her next year as a junior, she was unable to enroll in theater classes because she was so busy with her IB studies. But instead, she dedicated hours and hours after school to Drama Club and entered the District Thespian Festival, where she received superior ratings for her scene performance. Also in her junior year, she decided to write her first short play, entered it in a regional theater competition, and became just one of the 10 winners out of hundreds of entries from across Palm Beach County. She is now a professionally published and produced playwright. Also, side note, she's also a published poet. She finished her junior year by directing, designing, and performing in a production of her newly published play, Cherry Wine, on our auditorium stage as part of her cast project. This year, she once again entered the Thespian Festival, this time with a monologue performance and her new original play, Alexithymia, and took superiors at not just the district, but at the state level. To build her directing skills in a virtual theater production of her newest play, Gaslight,
as part of the student-directed play showcase. And she hasn't stopped there. Most recently, she was selected to create a virtual devised theater piece for the professional theater company, Theater Lab, which will be released this Friday. And next year, this actor, director, designer, poet, playwright will be pursuing her greatest theatrical passion of writing plays with a $93,000 scholarship to attend Pace University in New York City. About her, loves coffee, feels everything deeply, and these will both serve her well. You can come up. Oh my goodness. So she's going to need, so I'm going to finish my speech, sorry. She loves coffee, feels everything deeply. These will both serve her well in her future career as a playwright. She's going to need that extra caffeine to get her through long hours of writing. And she's going to use that sensitivity well to continue writing characters that are truthful, layered, and beautifully flawed human beings. Congratulations.
I should have got Arcee to write my dissertation for me. I would have been a doctor a long time ago. Took me forever. So all of our teachers have literally had to reinvent themselves overnight. We know that teaching is not what it was 16 months ago. And really couldn't be more proud of our entire faculty for all the work that they've done in being able to continue so that our kids can continue to get the education. But you know, like in everything else, just some people just kind of stand out, and I can't tell you enough about Miss Smith and her drama department. Miss Smith taught herself how to edit. She put on several virtual performances where she did all the editing, and the kids were fantastic, and she really did a great job. I mean, just fantastic. I'm really proud of our drama department this year, so thank you, Miss Smith. I'll tell you what, having watched those performances, I don't know how you chose one over the other, right? Because they were all very, very good. Our next award is the Abbott Award, presented by Ms. Lauren McKim. Ms. McKim teaches Abbott and English at Royal Palm Beach High School, along with being the school's yearbook advisor. She holds a bachelor's in English literature and a minor in journalism from the University of Central Florida. Ms. McKim has taught for 8 years, all of those years at Royal Palm Beach High School. She was a member of Phi Theta Kappa in college and also maintained her spot on the Dean's List in college for her final 2 years at UCF. She also produced the first issue of Centric, UCF's first student-based magazine, which is still being published today. Please welcome Ms. Lauren Kim.
Hi, everyone. All right. So, Abbott's mission is to close the achievement gap by preparing all students for college readiness and success in a global society. When I think of students who embrace this idea and have worked hard to be successful after high school, one particular student stands out. I have had the pleasure of knowing this student since her freshman year, and even then I knew she was going places and would make something of herself. I remember meeting this student when she had me as an English teacher her freshman year, and she had such a positive outlook on life, it really was contagious. She was always willing to help other students, and she would do whatever it took to make sure our classroom was a family. She has a smile that can light up a room, and she's always pushed herself to excel and be great. She's taken IB courses, ACE courses, and honors courses, and she has done well in all of them, working hard to ensure her GPA was maintained. Even with this course load, she still maintained her positive attitude, and she was such a joy when I would see her in the halls during her sophomore and junior year when I didn't have her. She would always say hi, and her positive nature was something that actually helped me during some tough days, because I knew that seeing her positivity would help me continue to stay positive for my students. I have to say that I will always remember this student and her smile. She's been through some difficult times and has really come out on top, taking any challenge that gets thrown her way. I admire her ability to rise to the occasion, and her work ethic is going to get her extremely far in life. She even maintained a job throughout high school and worked her way to a promotion as a manager where she works. She'll be graduating with a weighted GPA of a 4.0 and will be attending Florida Atlantic University in the fall. It is my pleasure to announce that the Abbott Senior Award goes to Alyssa Shirley.
The next award is the Latinos in Action Award presented by Ms. Urupe Jimenez. Ms. Jimenez is an English language development and reading teacher for the ESOL department and a Latinos in Action leadership program teacher at Royal Palm Beach High School. Ms. Jimenez holds a bachelor's degree in elementary education with an ESOL endorsement from Florida Atlantic University, as well as a master's in science education with a specialization in TESOL from Nova Southeastern University. She has taught for 5 years at Royal Palm Beach High School and has a total of 18 years of experience as a K-12 educator. She holds a Florida reading endorsement as a Florida and New York certified teacher. Ms. Jimenez also leads the I Learn American project at Royal Palm Beach High School. I Learn American encourages English language learners to share their experiences, personal goals, and identities with peers, educators, and other community members through storytelling and writing workshops. Please welcome Ms. Urupe Jimenez.
All right, good evening, everyone. I'm honored to present the Latinos in Action Senior Award to a young lady who has served our community by supporting young language learners through our tutoring services as part of our Latinos in Action program. Camila Marrero wants to study and work with young people, and I believe in her vision, and with actions, I have no doubt that she will. I admire Camila's journey as a high school student who had to acclimate to a new country when she first came from Cuba. She, with the support of her family, pushed through to acquire language levels in English at high school level, acclimated to a new culture in addition to being a wonderful adolescent. And of course, the adolescent journey. Camila is a great example of someone who comes from another country and strives to become an academically successful person and learn the importance of a growth mindset to open the doors to various opportunities in life. Camila, I want to let you know that I will miss you very much. I really think that you're going to be a wonderful and successful professional. I have seen how you interact with peers, friends, and young students at the elementary level. In particular with them, I have listened and read your informational observations to target 2T's needs, and I was very impressed by the details and accurate observations you made and reflected upon. As a teacher, former mentor, and had instructional support coach, I had identified qualities of excellence that will be of greater good in our educational field. We need promising future professionals like you. Thank you for all you represent, Camila. I'm sorry, I'm not getting emotional here. And in the words of the author, Luke Taylor, don't forget where you came from, but always remember where you're going. Love you very much.
Ms. Jimenez, you ran off. I take it Camila's not here. Well, it's not that. They got these house lights. I can't see anything. Our next award is the Leadership Award presented by Ms. Chelsea Riddle. Ms. Riddle is in her second year teaching at Royal Palm Beach High School. Ms. Riddle teaches English and is a school student council sponsor. Ms. Riddle has a bachelor's degree in sociology from Florida Atlantic University. The school's senior class sponsor. Ms. Riddle is a 2020 Chick-fil-A Favorite Teacher of 2020 winner and the 2014 Royal Palm Beach High School Principals Award recipient. Please welcome Ms. Chelsea Riddle.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for saying that I've been here for 2 years, so when they see me looking like a student, they know that I actually work here.
So you don't want to look young. I know, I have the same problem.
I have the pleasure of presenting an award tonight that is very special to me. The student that receives this award puts in countless hours that are not always recognized. This student learns skills that other students are not able to. This student receiving the award tonight is one that I have known all 4 years of their high school career. In fact, I remember a very specific time in the student's career just before they started exceeding to another level. I remember this student sitting in the media center telling me that they wanted to run for a student council representative position. If you know me, I don't like to go small. So I told the student, why run for representative when you can run for president? So they did. Darian has put in countless hours, not just to student council, but other clubs here on campus. He is always lending a hand to anyone that needs help and has represented Royal Palm Beach High School at the Educational Advisory Board meetings and SAC meetings. I am very thankful to have seen Darian grow into the leader that he is today, and I know that he will continue to positively impact our community and his college community at the school that he chose. The Leadership Award recipient is Mr. Darian Johnson.
Our Literature Award will be presented by Mr. John Cleland. Mr. Cleland is a literature teacher in both the IB and ACE programs at Royal Palm. Mr. Cleland, who is a sponsor of the Peace Jam Club and the JV soccer coach, has been teaching for 6 years, all at Royal Palm Beach High School. One of the most popular teachers at Royal Palm, Mr. Cleland earned his bachelor's of arts degree in English and creative writing from Florida State University. Please welcome Mr. John Cleland.
This is kind of low. All right, good evening. Tomorrow's your night, seniors. Be proud of what you've done. Now, I didn't get to teach most of my seniors that I had this year in person, but I still feel like I got to know them all pretty well. Tonight's recipient of the Literature Award is a distinguished student who I'm honored to have taught, and I'm sad that I didn't get to teach her more. She has worked diligently over the course of the year to earn every remarkable grade and accolade that she's received, and there are plenty. She, like many of her peers, was not always the fondest of my literary choices. Y'all know who you are. But she still persevered and earned high marks consistently. She outperformed countless students in her assessments, and while there are many students worthy of this award, she deserves it the most tonight. Wherever she goes in the future, they better start preparing now because she is a force to be reckoned with. Please help me congratulate this year's Literature Award recipient, your salutatorian, Jalen Mansell.
Next award is in mathematics, presented by Mr. Shane Selesky. Mr. Selesky has been teaching for a total of 9 years, all here at Royal Palm Beach High School. Mr. Selesky earned a bachelor's degree in actuarial science from the University of Central Florida. At Royal Palm Beach High School, National Honor Society a Royal Palm Beach High School National Honor Society honorary award recipient. Mr. Selesky is the school's math academic games team coach and was featured in the Forbes article for competing against Hearthstone professionals and running a Hearthstone club at school. Please welcome Mr. Shane Selesky.
I'm honored to be presenting the Senior Math Award this evening as we celebrate our wonderful seniors and their accomplishments. One of the main reasons I got into teaching was because I wanted to share the excitement of math with others. It is a blessing to see so many students willing to embrace and overcome the challenges of higher level math at Royal Palm Beach High School. Some of you have such a bright future in the area of mathematics, I can't wait to see what you do. Determining the winner of this award was extremely difficult. In most years, the math teachers have a student who is a clear-cut favorite. This year, there was a three-way tie, and then there was a two-way tie, and then there was a debate, and then we finally had to pick one. This student earned a 5 on her AP Calculus exam her junior year. She also performed at an extremely high level in my AP Stats class this year. In a challenging year with COVID, it's easy to cut corners or lose motivation, but this student powered through and worked hard all the way up until the exam. To no surprise, she's a member of Nu Alpha Theta. Mrs. Boyd, the advisor of Nu Alpha Theta and former Palm Beach County Teacher of the Year, said the recipient of the Senior Award in Mathematics is one of the most impressive students that I have had the honor of teaching. Not only is she dedicated and meticulous, but she is also compassionate and a great help to anyone who surrounds her. She is always willing to step up and help her peers or to coordinate an activity with Nu Alpha Theta. I'm sure she will do many great things in the future, and I can't wait to hear all about it. She was also on the Math Academic Games team this year. Having never played before, she performed so well. Most students who participate in this competition have been playing since 4th grade. Despite that, her scores have helped the team earn 2nd place in the county for the 2nd year in a row. She would have likely won an individual award if she didn't miss one of the competitions. I wish we had her on our team for 4 years. She is planning to take her talents to the medical field and will enroll at FAU this fall. Please help me congratulate our Math Pathfinder and Senior Math Award winner, Ms. Timia Darwin.
No. Yeah, please. Well, don't leave. Don't leave the building. That's my bad. I just don't. So it was a 5 in AP Calc? 5 in AP Calc, yeah. I hated calculus. All 3 times I had to take it. Yeah. Our next award is the Physical Education Award presented by Mr. Danilo Prieto. Mr. Prieto is the department chair of the Physical Education Department and assistant tennis coach at Royal Palm Beach High School. Mr. Prieto has been an educator for 27 years, 17 having been here at Royal Palm. Please welcome Mr. Dan Prieto.
Wow, 27 years? That's
Yeah, I took an abacus, but that's what it was. It's 27, yeah.
You're correct. It's crazy how much time teaching and the fact that I still enjoy it. Still get up every day and love to be around the kids. It's just awesome. All right, I'll go ahead and get started. Good evening, everyone. It is an honor to present this year's winner of the Physical Education Award. This award represents an individual's ability to excel in various physical education classes, not just one. This year's winner holds a 3.7 cumulative GPA. He was able to average 100% in both weight training 1 and 2. He will be attending Valencia College, where he will be studying computer science. His favorite hobby is working out. I'm sure he will do great things because of his ability to apply himself to the task at hand, as it is evidenced by his good grades. It is with great honor this year's winner of the Physical Education Award goes to Evans Antoine.
What they say about me, Mr. Prieto, loves working out. He doesn't buy it. And you notice a string of, I was going to ask you to bring that microphone down for whomever's next. We had a long line of tall teachers there. I want to get a picture of them, all together along with me, right up there with them. Our next award is a science award. Ms. Sarah Selesky was scheduled to present this award, but unfortunately couldn't make it. And so Mrs. Riddle will take care of that for us. Mrs. Riddle.
Put the mic back down for me. So this, Miss Lorenz was actually originally presenting this award. Miss Selesky filled in for Miss Lorenz, and Miss Selesky had an emergency. So unfortunately, I don't know this student, but I'm going to read some words from Miss Selesky, and she includes some words from Miss Lorenz in here as well. Past teachers of this student have cited her growth and determination as her strongest attributes. She has impressed us with her tireless pursuit of knowledge and self-improvement. On multiple occasions, in the depth of her IB student obligations, she has demonstrated a very mature sense of grit and resilience. Her science accomplishments include impressing Mrs. Lorenz with quality of questions she brings to class discussions, time management, personal responsibility, and being pleasant and positive to her classmates and teachers. The moment I grew, or Ms. Selesky grew, a deep respect for this student's character was when she asked her to completely scrap her science IA and start over from the beginning with a whole new research question. Not only did she do it, she took the feedback given and she turned a difficult, stressful, and time-consuming situation and turned it into a success story. She has taken every science that would fit into her robust IB schedule, all while maintaining the highest academic standards for herself. In setting the bar high for herself, she has subsequently elevated her classmates and those close to her. Next year, she will attend the University of Central Florida with an intended major in biology and aspirations of eventually providing quality medical care to those who cannot afford it. It is my pleasure to present Brianna Chambers.
Next award is the Social Studies Award presented by Ms. Erin Vaughn. Ms. Vaughn is an ace U.S. history teacher at Royal Palm Beach High School. She holds a bachelor's degree in social science from Florida Atlantic University. She's in her 8th year at Royal Palm Beach High School and is an alumna of the school as well. In addition, Ms. Vaughn is the assistant bowling coach and Future Educators of America sponsor. Please welcome Ms. Erin Vaughn.
Good evening. This student excels academically in all areas, particularly in social studies. To excel in history, it takes a dedicated mind and someone not opposed to research. This student has always gone above and beyond in these areas, especially due to the vigorous academic coursework in the International Baccalaureate program this student is a part of. Though he is often quiet, he is always thinking. Listening to him work in small groups provides great insight into his character. He leads humbly, works hard, and engages in thoughtful conversations with his peers, all while creating thought-provoking historical insight into the coursework. It is with great honor that I announce the recipient of the Social Studies Academic Achievement Award to Nicholas Schaefer.
Now we have our world languages, and we'll begin with French, presented by Ms. Patricia Conklin. Ms. Conklin began her teaching career in 1997 as a French teacher in New Jersey, has been teaching in Palm Beach County for the last 6 years, the last 5 here at Royal Palm Beach High School. Ms. Conklin, who earned her Bachelor's of Arts degree from Widener University in Pennsylvania, completed a summer semester abroad in France with Rutgers University, as well as traveled to France and Italy as an exchange student in high school. Ms. Conklin is a member of Alpha Mu Gamma National Foreign Language Society, as well as Sigma 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 National Sorority, and is a recipient of the Alpha Mu Gamma High Honors Award. Finally, she is a Royal Palm Beach High School National Honor Society Honorary Award winner in 2019. Please welcome Ms. Patty Conklin. Okay, you're not Ms. Conklin.
It's me and Benji tonight.
Oh boy, sorry about that.
I am presenting this award on behalf of Mrs. Conklin.
Thank you.
The French award presented on behalf of Mrs. Conklin goes to Whitney Jean.
Thank you. Next will be the Latin Award, and it will be presented by Ms. Donna Slater. Ms. Slater has been teaching Spanish for 11 years, 7 of which have been here at Royal Palm Beach High School. Ms. Slater, who earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in Spanish K-12 from Florida Atlantic University, is a 2004 graduate of Royal Palm Beach High School, and is a former Pathfinder nominee in the World Languages category. Ms. Slater is a sponsor for the Spanish Honor Society and Department Chair for the World Languages, and is a new teacher mentor. Please welcome Ms. Donna Slater.
Thank you all for being here. We know it's been crazy times, but your students, they have knocked the ball out of the park, 100%. And so I'm going to keep this short and sweet, like me. I'm presenting 3 awards. The first one is for Latin. This student I also do have the pleasure of knowing. This student talked about dedication, persistence, all the qualities you look for in a teenager, an adult, anybody. This student is here before school, after school, whatever it is, she will be there. Probably the most reliable person I can think of. So the Latin award goes to Athena Tide. Okay. The second award I'm giving out tonight is for the Spanish speakers on behalf of Miss Marjorie Morena. She told me about the student. She said the student scores super high in exams, on assignments, and in projects, is always participating. And with guidance and support, this student has persevered. Studies get hard, especially when you're doing things in another language, having to, adapt to a whole new culture. And so she's presenting Salma Amire with the Spanish Speakers Award tonight.
When you're social distancing and all that. All right, so unfortunately, it's my bad, we flip-flopped these 2 on the screen. So Salim assumed that he was getting this award because his name came up there, right? Okay, so we have 2 awards in Spanish. The Spanish award and then one for the native speaker. Okay, so the native speaker, and we can flip that. Salim gets plenty of airtime already. The Spanish speaker is Salma Amire. It's well rehearsed, folks. It's well rehearsed what we got going on. All right, so do you want to say anything about Salim, or you just want him to say it about himself?
Well, what I'd like to say is that there's an award for being able to spell your own last name. And I remember still how to spell it. I took like a course in spelling his last name. But I've had the pleasure of knowing Salim for the last 4 years. He was with me in pre-IB Spanish, moved on to Ms. Diaz's class. And Salim is one of the brightest people I've ever met. He's also very balanced. He truly demonstrates the qualities of the IB Learner Profile. And actually, Celine is the only non-native speaker to score a 6 on the Spanish Internal Assessment. So yes, he scored that, and he's also willing to help. He's huge in community service. He works a lot with jazz major, and he's just going to do major things besides spelling his last name for the rest of his life. So Celine, we love you, and we present you with the Spanish Award.
The yearbook award will be presented by Ms. McKim. Let's welcome back Ms. McKim, please.
Oh, Miss Slater.
All right. So, when we started this school year, and I had to make a yearbook for a year during COVID, there were lots of times where I said, how are we going to do this? Because nothing, lots of things were canceled. But this student is someone who kind of made it better. I've had the joy of knowing her for her entire high school career. I had her as well when she was a freshman in English 1. She has an amazing work ethic, even when she was a freshman. That work ethic has helped and benefited her for her entire high school career. She was always such a joy. She would make me laugh even on my worst days. Her class in particular was such a great group of students, and she stood out from the crowd, even then as a student who I knew would make a name for herself. Her junior year is when she joined my yearbook class, and that is when I got to see her creativity flourish. She was always willing to lend a hand to help me out. She maintained editorial positions on the staff both years she was in the class. She's a leader, and with this leadership attitude came the responsibility of ensuring that we produced the yearbook. With the past year in COVID, like I already said, making a yearbook was difficult. There were times when I thought it was impossible. Many events were canceled, and coming up with creative ideas was sometimes difficult. The student, however, didn't shy away from a challenge, and she offered many great ideas for a remarkably different yearbook. She would help others with spreads, help out with stories, and get us anything we may need during crunch time and deadlines. She also took many of our sports photos her junior year, and she really had a knack for photography. I hope that one day I see this student's name working for a major news publication, or even see her working as an anchor on a major news network. She has the brains and ability to do either of these and even more, because when she puts her mind to something, she really does work hard to get it. This student will be graduating with a cumulative GPA of 4.2 and will be attending the School of Journalism at Florida A&M University. It gives me great pleasure to announce the senior award for yearbook goes to Camilla Harrell.
The Citizenship Award will be presented by Ms. Kate Murphy. Ms. Murphy first came to Royal Palm Beach High School as a graduation coach working with the AmeriCorps. After 2 years of that, Ms. Murphy traveled abroad to Georgia to teach English before coming back to Royal Palm Beach High School as one of our school counselors. Now a school counselor for a total of 7 years, Ms. Murphy is Royal Palm Beach High School's Counseling Services Coordinator, the girls' tennis assistant coach, and the former head coach for the girls' soccer team. Ms. Murphy is an active member of the American School Counselor Association and a certified college admissions specialist. Ms. Murphy has a Bachelor of Arts and Science degree in psychology from the State University of New York in Oswego and a Master of Science in School Counseling degree from Nova Southeastern University. Please welcome Ms. Kate Murphy.
Good evening, everybody. It is my privilege to present the Citizenship Award to a most deserving, self-determined student who exhibits true potential and promise. Her qualities include steadfastness, honesty, and integrity. As a leader, she is compassionate, optimistic, respectful, loyal, and humble. She strives for success not only academically, but personally as well, with a moral courageousness that inspires all who interact with her. She graduates with a 3.9 GPA, 4.5 HPA, ranking in the top 10% of her class with scholar designation. She leads as student body vice president, co-president of the AVID program, president of Spanish Honor Society, and 2-year president of National English Honor Society. As the world demanded more from our students this year more than ever, her voice was one of unwavering perseverance, and she displayed a deep understanding of others' challenges to be the kind of leader who works for the benefit of all. Her desire to give back to our global community is evidenced by her commitment to attend Florida Atlantic University to study criminal justice, with her ultimate goal of becoming a civil rights attorney to advocate for change in Middle Eastern relations. She follows her passions relentlessly, all while empowering others to achieve their dreams, no matter what challenges arise. Her contribution to our community and society as a whole already is and will continue to be invaluable. It is my honor to announce that this year's Citizenship Award recipient is Dalal Yakir.
The Community Service Award will be presented by Ms. Lori Cushell. Ms. Cushell earned a Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Central Florida and a Master's in School Guidance and Counseling from Nova Southeastern University. Ms. Cushell has been a counselor for a total of 9 years, all here at Royal Palm Beach High School. She is responsible for our Pathfinder process and is a certified college admissions specialist. Please welcome Ms. Lori Cushell.
I'm excited to have the honor to present this year's Community Service Award. This student has proven herself generous, enthusiastic, and helpful, and these traits are what benefit her when it comes to her involvement in the community. Her leadership ability works directly with her patience and commitment to helping others. She has been involved in many organizations on campus, such as the National Honor Society, Student Council, National Spanish Honor Society, Future Educators of America, and AVID. Each of these organizations have a focus on community service, and she has participated in numerous activities with these organizations to keep herself involved in the community and to serve others. To helping those less fortunate with supply drives and working with outside organizations such as the Quantum House, her dedication to service is admirable, and she truly believes in helping others. With over 900 documented community service hours, the most in the senior class, she is always willing to help others, and she does it with a smile on her face every time. Congratulations to this year's Community Service Award recipient, Dalal Yakir.
The ESOL Award will be presented by Mr. Juan Liscano. Mr. Liscano is Royal Palm Beach High School's ESOL coordinator, a certified trainer. Mr. Liscano has been teaching a total of 9 years, all at Royal Palm Beach High School. Mr. Liscano earned his Bachelor of Science degree in athletic training from the University of Central Florida and a Master's degree in educational leadership from the American College of Education. Please welcome Mr. Juan Liscano.
Good evening, everyone. It is my honor to present our ESOL Award. It is hard to believe that it has already been 4 years since the student stepped in our campus. The student has helped our teachers with all technical support, technical problems, computer problems, Wi-Fi problems, any kind of technical project you can think of. He has also helped on our campus projects, such as events like this, award nights, parent nights, even our SAC nights. He has over 700 hours of community service helping here at Palm Beach High School. He has served for the last 3 years in our tech support team and also the president of the National Technical Honor Society. Despite always being busy assisting Mr. Korn and around the campus, this student has managed to have a GPA of 4.3 and place top 10 in his graduating class. This student will be attending Palm Beach State College and looking forward into transferring into University of Central Florida, where he plans to study computer science, specializing in cybersecurity. Mr. Korn and Mr. Diavia would like to be up here, but they're currently running the event for the ones that are watching at home. Here's a message from Mr. Korn and Mr. Diavia to you. We are incredibly proud of you and everything that you have accomplished in the last 4 years. It almost feels like yesterday when we find you, Mr. Krasnick, in class looking for someone to help for the day. Unknowingly meeting someone that we have been proud to help and mentor over the last 4 years, and you have been a great person to all of us in here at the campus. Thank you for being the best student that we could ever ask for. Congratulations, Hong Kong. Mr. Korn, Mr. Diallo, a great present for you that is going to help you for your future job and through your career in college.
How did Korn and Diablo all of a sudden get all this airtime? That's what I want to know. Our reach for excellence, which by the way is a layup, once Ms. Alba explains to you what this award is going to be presented by Ms. Kristen Alba. Ms. Alba holds a master's degree from Nova Southeastern University. She's been an educator for 21 years, 9 of them here at Royal Palm Beach High School, and today she is a great ESE coordinator. Please welcome Ms. Kristen Alba.
Good evening. I am honored to be giving the Reach of Excellence Award to an amazing young lady. I can't believe tomorrow night I will watch her walk across the stage to receive her high school diploma. 4 years ago, she walked on this campus, and I told her whatever she needed, we would make it happen. During her 4 years as a Wildcat, she has pushed herself academically by taking AP classes and being involved in numerous clubs and holding leadership positions in those clubs. Last Friday at senior checkout, I spoke to this young lady and asked her, what was it that she learned and is walking away having learned in high school? This wise young lady shared she has learned to advocate for herself and ask for supports she needed in order to be successful. It has been such a pleasure to watch Dalal learn and grow during her high school years, and this is why she is the recipient of the Reach for Excellence Award. Congratulations.
If we really cared about it, we would have had to just let her stand up here half the night, right? Instead of having to walk up and down. Yes. Thank you. That does it for our awards, our subject areas. Next comes our President's Circle recognition. So the President's Circle, several years ago now, I went to our student council sponsor and I told him, I said, I want a way to be able to speak to the kids on a regular basis. And it's difficult to do when you have 2,400 students. So we came up with the idea of having a group called our President's Circle, where our presidents, the presidents of all of our clubs and the captains of our sports teams meet together once a month. It's a meeting I don't miss. If I'm bound by something else, then we just change the meeting. But I go to all of those. They have my undivided attention, and we talk about anything from potential student walkouts to which bathrooms aren't open, which is always a favorite topic. But it is my go-to group whenever we make decisions, school-wide decisions around here. We ask 3 groups. We ask the faculty, we ask our school advisory council, and we ask the president's circle, because they represent the entire student body. So it is a very important group, and at this point, we're going to recognize each of our President Award members, or President Club members. Ms. Riddle.
Aliana Mitchell as president of Alpha Mu Pi, as captain of the dance team, and as the 2020 captain of Wildcat Dancers.
Let's do this though. We got a long list, right? So let's hold our applause until the very end, because if not, we'll be here all night. So we got a lot of kids to go. So we're going to hear their names, and then I'll be starting by applause. Let's hold them up.
Cassie Dunn as president of the Anime Pop Culture Association. Jenny Gale as president of Bold Leadership Excelsum. Cynthia Rage as president of BSU and as the 2020 president of BSU. Daniel Armis as captain of the Chess Club. Esmeralda Morales as president of DECA. Vanessa Little as co-president of Drama Club. Joseph Tack as co-president of Drama Club. Jenna Burger as president of Future Educators of America. Daryl Johnson as president of First Priority, president of the student body, the 2020 president of First Priority, the 2020 student body secretary, and the 2019 sophomore class president. William Woolley as president of First Robotics. Celine, I think you don't want to mess this up.
That's my quarterback.
Daniel Mooney as the 2020 captain of the boys golf. Jason Gonzalez as the 2020 captain of the boys volleyball. Devin Gonzalez as the 2020 captain of wrestling. Camila Guerrero as the 2019 captain of the girls basketball. And Maxwell Marius as the captain of the varsity basketball team.
getting a temperature of what's going on. Yeah, captain of the basketball team. Don't leave, Max. Oh, okay. All right, we got them all there? Well, we called all the names. Okay, thank you. All right. Next, we'd like to honor our top 10% and 5% of the class with cords. To present those for us will be Miss Cindy Rosado. Ms. Rosado is a school counselor at Royal Palm Beach High School. Ms. Rosado has a bachelor's degree in elementary education from Florida Atlantic University and a master's degree in guidance and counseling from Florida Atlantic University. Having worked 6 of her 24 years in education at Royal Palm Beach High School, Ms. Rosado is currently working as part of the school district's SEL Standards Project and is a former presenter at the International Congress for School Effectiveness and Improvement Conference. Please welcome Ms. Rosado. And we're going to ask again, since we have a lot of kids, about 50 some odd, right? Top 10, 10% of 5 whatever, it's 50 something. What did I tell you? I didn't score a 5 on the AP count. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, so let's hold our applause until we get to all of them again. Thank you.
Good evening, parents and students. It's my privilege each year to read the list of names of our students that have achieved the top 5%, the top 10% of the graduating class. So I'm going to start with the top 10%, and we'll pause when we get down to 6, and then we'll do the top 5%. Okay? And as Dr. Arma said, please hold your applause. We're going to start with Cyrus Valentas. Miguel Nieves, Thalia Mejia, Albert Benya, Arena Sadiq, Alexis Rivera, Daniel Adams, Peter Morris, Ali Mujahid, Giovanni Ugalde, Nafiz Chaudhry, Lena Garabo, Han Hong, Marcus Campbell, Selena Bob, Amira Alin, Giardi Chatini, Melanie Iris, Amira Clark, Jalal Nikiu, Edith LaRoche, Michaela Hahn, Karam Al-Qasiri, Gabriel Jimenez, Athena Tai, Arsi Malaga, Naeem Bagaloo, Jenna Singapore. Those are our first 6 to 10%. Let's give them now our top 5%. Aline Rivera Gomez, Nicholas Schaefer, Justin O'Shane, Jenna Brooker, Jaden McCoy, Vanessa Will, Leoncy Casanova, Tamia Darling, Kaden Wheeler, Noah Borges, Carrie Bonell, Chelsea Laurent Caesar, Lamore McBroom, Jasmine Major, Jody Pierre, Azalea Pottinger, Tatiana Keenan, Riley Henderson, Daniel Moody, Joshua Sorkin, Elijah Sidwell, Brianna Chambers, Jalen Mantel, and Celine.
So these banners back here, and technically they're called gonfalons. And what we do, that no other school does, is that we have gonfalons for each of our major programs on campus, along with one for the entire school, the Rural Palm Beach High School banner. And at graduation and commencement ceremony, our student body is led in by a parade of these banners, which will be carried by students. So why this? Well, because no one else does it. That's a good reason. Two, because I really like it. Kind of got that from attending a college graduation one time, and they kind of bring in their programs that way, and we really liked it that one. So the Gonfaloniers will lead in the student body. The Royal Palm Beach High School Gonfalon will go first, followed by all the other programs in order of their established date. The faculty in the programs will nominate the students, and administration will give final approval. We really don't give a lot of criteria per se to the teachers. We do have conversations with them, and we always just say to them, who's the face of your program? Right? It must be the student who is chosen as a Gonfalonier must be a student in good standing. They must not be one of the 5 student stage participants. We have 5 students who are on stage, can't be one of them. Must have been enrolled at Royal Palm Beach High School their senior year and no less than 5 semesters in the school. Must have been a member of the program their senior year and no less than 4 semesters, unless the ACE diploma was earned by the end of their junior year. Must not be an early admit student, and the Royal Palm Beach High School Gonfalonier cannot be a member of any of the other programs, so it's someone representing our general student body. Lots of rules, but we wanted to make sure to make it nice and tight, and we wanted to give it the respect that each of these positions deserve. So it's my honor to announce this year's Gonfaloniers. Now what I'm going to ask is that when I call each Gonfalonier, if I can have you come up and then just stand by your Gonfalon at the time. Okay? We'll begin with our HVAC Academy. The Gonfalonier is Alex Reyes. Global Business Academy, Alyssa Scatini. Congratulations. Go to your, find the Global Business one. They should be in order. Medical Science Academy, Tamia Darling. You're okay, you don't have to rush. STEM Academy, William Gully. ACE Program, Tatiana Keenan. AVID Program, Dalal Yaqub. And JROTC, Leani Liao. IB, Cassidy Dunn. And the Gonfalonier, bringing in the Royal Palm Beach High School banner that will lead all of our student body in, is Camilla Harrell. Congratulations to all of you. Everyone, I think we'll take a picture of this. I'd like to take a picture. All right, thank you. Now, time for us to present our valedictorian and salutatorian awards. Our salutatorian, it is now my privilege to introduce to you Royal Palm Beach Community High School's class of 2021 salutatorian, Jalen Mansell. Jalen graduates with an HPA of 5.32 and a GPA of 3.93. Enrolled in Royal Palm Beach High School's International Baccalaureate Program as an IB diploma candidate, Jalen is Vice President of the National Art Honor Society, Secretary of National Honor Society, and a member of the Spanish Honor Society and National English Society. And finally, the National Science Honor Society. Jalen will graduate 501 community service hours. The daughter of J.K. Taylor and myself, Jalen finished at the University of Miami, where she earned the Presidential Scholarship Award. She'll pursue a degree in pre-med to ultimately become a plastic surgeon. Jalen Mansell. Besides, you're about to be a hurricane. You can pretty much do whatever you want at this time. It's my privilege to present to you our highest academic honor, Royal Palm Beach Community High School's 2021 Valedictorian, Salim Mutawakil. Salim graduates with an HPA of 5.48, GPA of 3.98, 373 hours of community service. Salim is enrolled in Palm Beach Community High School's National Award Program as a local candidate. Salim is the president of the IB class, president of the National Honor Society, and vice president of CE class. Along with being an IB diploma candidate, Salim has already earned his 8th diploma of merit and will be a bright future scholarship recipient. Salim plans to attend the University of Florida in the fall, where he will pursue a degree in political science. Salim's postgraduate plans include continuing on to law school and fulfilling his dream of becoming a congressman to ensure justice and equity. Valedictorian Salim Mutawakil. The final award of the night is the Principal's Award. The Principal Award recipient will sit on stage along with the Valedictorian, Salutatorian, the Senior Class President, and the Student Body President. The Principal's Award is what it is called. It is my award. People think that as the principal, I get to do just whatever I want, and it doesn't work that way. In fact, actually, very rarely do I just get to do what I want. I've got state statute, I've got school board policy, I've got teacher union contracts, I've got assistant principals, I've got a ton of people. So I never get the last word. In fact, not even when I go home. When I go home, the only way I get the last word is if it's yes, dear, and then we move on, right? And so I rarely get that, except for this award. This one is mine. There are no criteria. I don't discuss it with anybody. It's actually the very last one that ever gets put on the plaque or anything else because I keep it tight. And so I just, it's mine. And so this is my 11th year giving these out. This will be the 11th recipient. So I went back to do a little inventory on the previous 10. Of the 10 previous winners, some had really good grades, some had okay grades. The average HPA was 3.7. This year's recipient will graduate with a 4.3 HPA. The average class rank of the top 10 of the Principal's Award winners was 16th percentile, with the highest being in the 6th percentile. This year's recipient will end up in the 8th percentile. 3 or 4 of them were really, really talented musicians and or athletes. This year's not so much. It's okay. The community service, the average community service hours for those last 10 Principal's Award winners was 270, with the highest being 650. This year's will graduate with just over 500. So we're all over the board. And the reason we're all over the board is because I never used any metrics, really. There's only been one thing that I have ever really chosen the Principal's Award recipient by, and that was someone who had impressed me by the way they had represented Rural Palm Beach High School. That's really it. I wanted a good kid who had represented the school right. So I was announced as the principal of Rural Palm Beach High School in May of 2010. And the minute that happened, seven-year-old Daniel Artis became instantaneously the son of the principal of Rural Palm Beach High School. And everywhere he went, whether it was elementary, at career day, whether it was at the park, playing Little League baseball, hanging out at the mall, certainly walking the halls of Rural Palm Beach High School, even at a dual enrollment class when the professor once asked him, "Aren't you the principal's son?" Everywhere for the last 11 years, Daniel has been burdened with the task of representing me as the principal's son and all of Rural Palm Beach High School. And frankly, as a principal, I couldn't be more grateful, and as a father, I couldn't be more proud of how he's gone about doing it. It's not easy being the principal's kid. And he's managed to do it really well, and he has impressed me. And so, by virtue of having represented Rural Palm Beach High School for a very impressive 11 years, this year's Principal's Award recipient is Daniel Artis. You're welcome, son. 11 years, that may have been the toughest thing I've had to do ever. All right, so a couple of things. First of all, for those of you who are 5-stage students, you need to stay for our little rehearsal. And Gonfaloniers, congratulations on being a Gonfalonier, but I need you to stay because I need you to at least practice walking around with that thing for at least a minute. Right? Normally we don't have this ceremony the night before graduation. The reason we held this ceremony so close to graduation this year overnight is because I didn't want to get caught in a contact tracing where all of a sudden some kids are going to have to miss graduation because something happened here. So we figured there's no contact tracing by tomorrow. Right? So that's why we did it. Before we close out, I have to give some thanks. We're pretty good right now. First of all, I need to mention a gentleman by the name of Mr. Terry Summerall. Mr. Summerall is an employee for the school district. He works in the building department as an inspector. But since the beginning, for 25 years now, he has been the keeper of this auditorium. He does all of our leases in the evenings. He's the one who keeps it up. When one bolt is out of place in this place, he's the one that lets us know. If you ask people who travel around the different schools and go to their auditoriums, everyone will tell you that ours is at the very top and is certainly the best kept of all the older ones, and that is because of Mr. Terry Summerall. Right now, like most of the time, he's back in the control booth, so we'd like to thank Mr. Summerall for all of his. So Mr. Korn already got enough playtime, but Mr. Korn is our technology guru on campus. He's the one that does all this for us. All his tech support kids, since he's Mr. Korn, we call them the Acorns. And so we appreciate, and they're the ones who are running this so that we can have the YouTube feed. So we thank Mr. Korn and the Acorns for their work. And Mr. Davila, who is one of our teachers and helps Mr. Korn. Certainly I have to thank Ms. Riddle and the Student Council for all the work that they've done to put this on. Thank you very much. Ms. Cody has left us, Ms. Gordy, who had to stand up here the whole night handing out the awards, is our assistant principal, one of our new APs, we have two, and she is responsible for all these senior activities and graduation tomorrow, so she's been very busy. I always have to thank our teachers. Thank you very much, faculty, for all that you do. We appreciate you. I read their bios because I respect them, and they need to be honored. And I think we take a little longer, but I think it's important for you to know who they are, and they need to be mentioned. So thank you to our faculty and staff for that. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't be late. Parents, thank you. The importance of what we do is never lost on me. I understand the responsibility that we have of educating your children. We get them as 14-year-old children, and we walk out, and they walk out 4 years later as young adults. And I'd like to think that we have a little bit of what we say, what goes on at that time, and we hope that we have been a positive influence in their lives. I'm grateful to you, and I appreciate you, and thank you for all that you do. So let's give a hand to our parents. Tomorrow night is the big night. Can't wait. It's big. And having said that, don't forget, Gospel please stick around. Otherwise, thank you, everybody, and have